Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. On the last episode, we went to the karaoke bar and we had some fun there, and now we're just with JUN, I believe, and we're going to see what the rest of the day has in store for us. So let's get started, do this, yeah. We still have quite a bit of daylight for ourselves. I wonder what I should do now. Rutherford-san? I snap out of my daze as JUN waves his hands in front of my eyes, startling me. Jeez, what are you doing spacing out in the middle of the day? You're the last person I want to hear that from. He bursts out laughing uncontrollably. A few passerbys turn to look at us in curiosity. I feel my cheeks starting to burn red hot. I don't like having this kind of attention. I try in vain to make him calm down, but he continues laughing out loud for the longest time. This is so damn embarrassing. I'm sorry. I just thought it was really ironic for me to be saying that. If you're that aware of it, then don't say it. He gives me a very wide grin, looking really pleased with something. Still, I liked it. I had a lot of fun today, too. Thanks for going out with me, Rutherford-san. Ah, crap. What is this adorable creature? What sort of response should I have to this? Oh, my mind is going blank. It was nothing. I managed to stammer out that line, completely conscious that my cheeks are red. I see JUN look down at the ground, kicking up a little dirt, a mournful smile on his face. To be honest, I was feeling a little overwhelmed with pressure lately. There's so much ground I need to cover before I'm ready to take part in piano competitions again. I felt so weak and helpless. But you helped me to relax. Thanks to you, I feel completely renewed again. I'll make sure to put on a great performance next time, so please come watch me. His smile melts my heart. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. Just tell me the date and I'll come. Yep, I'll make sure to call Shuichi-san and Keisuke-san to thank them properly for going out with us today. Thanks again, Rutherford-san. JUN turns away, waving at me one last time, and starts walking away in large steps, almost hopping around. See you later. See ya. And there he go. It makes me happy seeing him walk so merrily on his way. I stand and watch his back get farther and farther away, waiting around until he is completely away from my side. I could have probably gone with him half the way home if I wanted to, but for some reason I decided to stay around. Maybe I could still look at some shops. There's still a few hours until I have to be home, and there's nothing for me to do there. I make up my mind and start walking in the opposite direction. April 10th, Monday. I hear a knock on the door the first thing in the morning as I prepare to leave school. Hey, Nikki, there's someone at the door. My younger brother shouts out groggily from the bathroom. Coming. I make sure to be loud enough so whoever is outside can hear me as well. Who is it? Oh, morning. Shuichi smiles at me, his tail wagging. Shuichi, what are you doing here? I wanted to go to school with you. You got a problem with that? No, not at all. I'm just surprised. We stopped walking to school together because you were always so busy. Yeah, I know, but my entire schedule for the next 2 days ended up being cleaned by happenstance, so I decided to use this break to come here. Really? What happened? There was a bug problem going on with the volleyball court, so they had to be sealed off and fumigated, so it'll be out of order for the day. And some of the new student council members took away a bunch of my assignments, saying I needed a break. I didn't agree to it, but they kicked me out of the room nonetheless. This is probably the freest I've been since we joined high school. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what to do with myself. Wow, that's pretty unexpected. What if you're What if you're dissatisfied with something? I can just go to school on my own. Shuichi pouts and turns away from me. Sorry, I'm super excited, see? I wave my arms around in some sort of dance-like sequence. Shuichi starts laughing. What the hell are you doing? I was just joking. Well, how should I have known that? Shit, I feel my face getting hot. Come on, you've known me for years. How could you not have noticed I was joking? I'm still sleepy. Oh, fuck me. Hold on. Give me a break. Hey, if I wanted you to be fully awake, I'd be waiting forever. I'm not sleepy all the time, jackass! Oh, really? When are you not? When I'm asleep. See? Oh, shut up. I slip on a pair of shoes and grab my bag next to the door. Okay, I'm heading out. Make sure you lock the doors when you leave. I see a little arm waving at me from the door. Shuichi and I begin our walk to school. Man, it's been so long since the last time we did this. 2 years, was it? It feels nice to have someone to talk to on the way over. It's nostalgic somehow. By the way, what exactly happened with your council? I remember you telling me last week that your duties were at nightmare status. My new vice principal found out that I've been hiding paperwork from them and took it from me to divide it amongst the members. You've been hoarding work? I like my work with the SC. What's wrong with that? Other than the weirdest case of addiction I've ever seen, nothing. Still, you're doing way too much. I guess next time you blow off hanging out with me, I'll consult your VP about it. Jeez, what a tattletale. Shoichi's hand brushes on mine as we keep walking. Sorry. Oh, did I ever tell you my mother's remarrying next year? Apparently, she met this. His hand brushes mine again. Oh, sorry. Anyway, she met a guy at work. She met a guy at a work meeting last year, and they've been going out ever since. Isn't it great? Look at that. You're already gonna have a new dad. I'm too old to have a new dad. I'll just think of him some guy my mom is. His hand brushes some of mine against for the 3rd time. Sorry, what are you being so conscious of me for? It's creepy. Jeez, at least I have an inkling of respect for personal space. No, you don't. You don't even know what the definition of it is. Do you have that little faith in me? Faith in you? Are you kidding? Alright, I get it. I'm just being a bother, aren't I? Maybe I should just... I'm not falling for that one again. Boo. You seem to be in good spirits today. Well, I'm a little pissed that they wrestled control of the SC from me, but... It does feel good to have a free day, though. So I suddenly have so much time. That is the definition of a free day, yes. Well, aren't you funny? I'm just trying to say that I don't have any idea what to do with myself. Why don't you hang out with someone? I don't really have any friends outside of you guys, and you're all busy with your own clubs. Jun isn't. Yes, he is. Jun-kun is practicing for his piano competition next week. Wait, what? Didn't he tell you that already? Wait, I think he did tell me sometime last week. Aha. It seems he's not the only airhead around here, huh? Shut it! Things have been very hectic lately. You can't expect me to remember every little thing. Sure, I guess. Are you gonna watch him? Yeah, I've been planning to make it a surprise. Saya and Urashihara are coming too. What? How many people know about it? Everyone but you, it seems. And after I told him we would all be going. How disappointed he'll be to realize you won't be there. Cut it, Pinocchio. You just told me he doesn't know you're going yet. Oh, I was found out then, huh? Give me a break. Shuichi chuckles. His tail is unusually lively this morning, going back and forth like a feather duster. Shuichi stretches a little while walking. It's so good to be able to enjoy a quiet morning. Maybe you should take that as a sign and cut back on all your responsibilities. Let's not go too crazy, eh? Oh, I'm pretty sure between the two of us, I'm not the crazy one. I prefer being called enthusiastic, and I'd prefer if my friend weren't a giant workaholic. You can't always get what you want, indeed. I'm not a workaholic. I start counting on my fingers. Student council, volleyball club, class president, private tutor, cram school, college prep. Okay, I got the message. Please stop. I can feel my stomach churn just from thinking about it. I'm surprised you haven't had a stress-related breakdown already, or at least an ulcer. I'm not stressed. Maybe a little. Still, I like doing what I do. Wouldn't hurt to delegate some tasks, though. You keep trying to do everything on your own. At least when you're working on the club and the council, you could rely on other people to do some of the more time-consuming stuff. not sure if I'm okay with it. You're a control freak, you know that, right? Hey, rude! Though I suppose you might be right. Just a little, though. I know I'm right. Yeah, get off my tail. Even if he pretends to be annoyed, I know better. His tail hasn't stopped wagging since we left the house.
Ah, senpai!
A girl comes running towards Shoichi.
I'm sorry, we had some trouble with the student council paperwork. We tried calling your phone, but you didn't answer.
Huh? Shoichi pulls his phone out from his pocket, and upon trying to use it, it doesn't light up. What? It didn't charge? Crap, I must have forgotten to put it on the charger when I went to sleep. What papers are you having a problem with?
Huh? No, the school festival papers.
I should have known. Is it the budget forms? Those are always a pain in the ass to deal with. Sorry, Rutherford. It seems I won't be able to spend the morning with you after all. Don't worry about it. Go deal with it before you have an aneurysm. Thanks. Shoichi rushes away, the girl following behind him. I watch as his back fades away from my view. Guess I'll just wait in class until the bell rings. The sound of the bell snaps me out of my daze. I get the feeling that this has been happening a lot lately. Last week I had an excuse for it, given them the overtraining. Now, though...
Hey, Rutherford-san, you heading to practice today?
Jun approaches me with a big smile, his bag hanging from his shoulder. I have to. Practice is daily, after all.
Really? Mizuguchi-san said you skip practice a lot, though.
Ugh. Of course she did. By the way, Jun, aren't you going to take part in a competition soon? I watch his excitement drain in a second as his whole body sighs. Ah, Jun, hold yourself together.
Foo.
Jun starts taking deep rhythmical breaths. Repeating this a few times seems to have relaxed him a bit. What's with that reaction? Is there something going on that I should know?
No, it's not that. It's just, I'm a little nervous about it, that's all.
That's true. You did tell me that it had been a few years since you last played in front of other people. Jun nods meekly.
Yeah, it's been about 7 years since my last competition.
Damn, that's a lot of time. Why the big break in your career?
Well, I had some family issues to deal with.
I see. Still, it's a good thing that you decided to get back to it. You really look very happy when you're playing the piano. I really enjoy watching you. My words make him pause as he takes a step back and stares at me with awe.
I'm glad you think so.
There's the Jun I know. How many songs are you performing next week?
2. Saint Saëns Allegro Appassionato,
and you don't have to tell me the names. I won't know what you're talking about anyway.
Sorry.
Are those songs any harder than the one I heard you play?
The one you heard, that was called the Moonlight Sonata, 3rd movement.
I'll just nod and pretend I know it that name.
They're easier songs, at least on the technical aspect, but...
What? You need something other than technique?
Well, no, not really.
You're worrying over nothing.
I suppose so. Well, I'm heading over to the music room to practice.
They let you use it without a supervisor?
Sure. I've been using it every day since I've transferred here.
I think I should start dropping by more often.
See you tomorrow.
See ya. And there he go again. Guess I should be going too. I should probably attend practice more often. I don't want Jun thinking I'm some kind of lazy buh. Right as I'm leaving my classroom, I bump into someone that was trying to go in, but we both fall to the floor. Ow, what are you... Oh. Keisuke is rubbing his backside with a pained expression. At least look where you... Ah! As soon as we lock eyes, he trails off. I get up and offer him a helping hand. Sorry about that, I was distracted. He dusts himself off with his hands. It's fine, I was looking for you anyway. Couldn't you just wait for me at the courts? That's exactly what I came over to tell you. I talked to Coach. Practice has been canceled for the day. What? Why? Apparently they were supposed to fumigate the volleyball court today, and they did a bad job isolating it. Now the whole building needs to be fumigated. Coach said that they'd be finished by Wednesday. You're kidding! We can't have a 2-day break in practice? Don't yell at me, I'm just the messenger. Sorry. Come on, the one time I'm actually excited to practice. We'll just have to find something else to do now. I think Mizuguchi-senpai said she's going to try to pick up a few more shifts at the cafe. And what are you planning to do? Hey, come on, don't look so surprised that I'm showing interest on you. Practice. Practice? No, don't you have a tennis court at home or something? I do, but that's not what I'm going to practice. Then what are you going to practice? Don't tell me you're practicing drawing for the manga club. No! I never intended to draw. I'm only interested in manga club because I enjoy reading it. Anyway, consider the message delivered. I'm going home now. See you tomorrow. Damn! Without letting me get another word in, Kei-kun turns around and walks out. Damn, he can be pretty intense sometimes. So there's no practice today, huh? What should I do? We shall watch Jun practice. I think I'll go look for Jun. My little Jun bug. He left for the music room not long ago. I'll probably catch him just as he's starting his routine. Leave the shoes alone, you schmuck. Can't deny that I'm interested. Last time I saw him play, it felt almost as if he was calling out to me. I was completely drawn to his music. Before I even finished debating it with myself, I realized I'm already walking towards the music room. Same hallway, even. As I come closer to the music room, I start hearing the sound of the echo pianoing through the hallway. Just like last time, the sound of the piano draws me in. It feels like I'm being called, lured in by a mesmerizing tune. There's that picture again. I go in as quietly as I can, trying not to disturb Jun as he plays. I don't want to make a repeat of last time. I exercise all of my self-control and stay in the back of the room, watching from a distance. I watch Jun rocking his body back and forth to the melody, gently playing the keys. His hands are moving like a blur. My eyes can barely keep up with his fingers. His brows are furrowed and he continuously hammers the keys. Just like last time, he had his eyes closed. How can he even play the piano like that? It's terrifying how hard he can concentrate when he wants to. This certainly doesn't seem like the same guy who constantly spaces out even when being talked to. But then again, who am I to complain about that? Eventually I notice something that strikes me as odd. Jun is panting a lot, as if he was having difficulty breathing. He slows down, hunching over the piano. Something is definitely wrong. He's gritting his teeth as if he was in pain. His tail starts flickering randomly, almost thrashing. I instinctively move towards him, slowly at first. Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh goddamn, what the hell? He's wheezing painfully whilst clutching his chest. I can tell just from the sounds that he's making, he's struggling to breathe. Jun! I cover the rest of the distance to the Flash, rushing to support him. Rutherford-san! His eyes are completely unfocused. I can tell whenever a new wave of pain shoots up because of how he groans, his eyes squeezing shut. What's going on? What should I do? Do you want me to call the school doctor? Jun grabs my arm with his other hand, squeezing me hard. No, it's fine. I just need some rest. He's smiling? No, don't look at me like that. Don't smile when you're in pain. This is wrong. Just shortness of breath. This doesn't look like shortness of breath. Does your chest hurt? The answer should be obvious, and yet in my panic, without knowing what to do, it's the only thing that rolls off my tongue. He shakes his head and mouthing a mute no. Just shortness of breath. It's fine. His voice is coming out clearer. His tensed up body begins to relax little by little as he takes longer, deeper breaths. Slowly he lets go of my arm and adjusts himself in the chair. I can see his face twitch every now and then, as if a new wave of pain came every few seconds. He was doing his best to mask it. What are you doing here, Rutherford-san? That doesn't matter right now. What happened? Are you alright? He tries laughing it off, but his voice is weak. He flinches and reaches for his chest again. He catches himself doing it halfway through and stops. I'm fine. This isn't new for me. What? Are you saying this happened before? Come on, I'm taking you to the school doctor. Jun pushes away my arm and shakes his head in negative. There's no need. I'm fine. I'm already seeing a doctor for it. This is weird. He usually goes along with everything we do or say. Why is he suddenly being so stubborn? Oh, really? Then what happened? What do you have? He stutters. It's not a disease or anything. It's just a weak constitution. That's all. Almost as if he was trying to prove his point, Jun takes a few more deep breaths, readjusting himself and standing upright. Weak constitution? You expect me to believe that you have a bout of chest pain from weak constitution? June, chest pains are serious.
It's chronic. I've had it since I was a kid. It's no problem. It happens every now and again. I just have to bear it when it does. Really, you don't need to worry.
He's usually so mild. He just goes along with anything I say and ask him to do. Why is he being so stubborn all of a sudden? I don't understand. Unable to come up with anything else to say, I merely relent. Right, fine, I'll believe you for now, but at least come with me to the school doctor to get yourself checked out. I reach my hand towards his shoulder to help him get up. No! June slaps away my hand that was reaching towards him. Then he gasps. I'm sorry. He immediately bows down and apologizes. I'll go after I'm finished here. I really need to practice more. I still haven't gotten the songs comfortably down, and I only have 1 week until competition. Have you ever thought about what the stress might be doing to you? Come on, it won't take 10 minutes to get you checked out. If there's nothing wrong, the doctor will just sign you out, and you'll be able to go back to practice. Oh, right, I'll go. Jun reluctantly gets up. I immediately grab his wrist and almost drag him to the doctor's office before he has time to change his mind. Well, everything seems to be fine to me. Good thing we came here after class. There isn't anyone waiting for a consult, so we were able to get in immediately. The doctor does a few quick tests, checking Jun's heart rate, temperature, and the like. No signs of fever or mucus. Your heart seems to be doing fine as well. Sit up for me so I can check your breathing. The doctor pushes his stethoscope against Jun's bare chest and moves it around for a bit. It's cold. Jun almost shoots out of the chair and the stethoscope touches him. Yes, it was already cold last time. It's not going to magically become warm this time. Sorry. The school's doctor is a very humorous person. Unfortunately, he seems to have picked up the one guy who doesn't understand the concept of teasing. No abnormal sounds near the lungs. Take a deep breath. Jun does as instructed. Yes. Well, everything seems the same as always, Kobayashi-kun. I sigh, relieved at the good news, but for some reason when I look over at Jun, he doesn't seem happy. Then I'll go back to practice. Not so fast! I said there's nothing out of the ordinary, but I can't let you overexert yourself. When was the last time you got some actual rest? I guess you've been playing every time you've had free time, haven't you?
But...
Kobayashi-kun, do you remember when I had access to your records? He picks up a rather large file from his desk and waves it around for effect.
Right.
The doctor turns to look at me as if studying me for a while. Ace-kun, since you're already here, would you mind doing me a favor? I have a few files that need to be taken to the staff room. Could you do it for me? What, me? It'll only take a second. I'll just have a word with Kobayashi and send him on his way. It'll be done by the time you come back. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you. He points to a box in the corner of the room. I pick it up and start leaving the office. Jun, wait for me, okay? He nods. Takes a little longer to get things done than I imagined it would. Everything was going fine until I get held back by Katsuragi-sensei for another round of lectures. Crazy old hag. I see Jun standing by the doctor's... Holy shit, his fucking eyes, dude. I see Jun standing by the doctor's office, kicking up some dust at the floor. When I see his face, I see a look that I've never seen him before. It's just nothing. His face is blank. It's weird. Bad news, I take it. He jumps up in surprise when I start talking. I guess he didn't notice me approaching. He takes a few moments to compose himself, then looking down to the floor again, he stammers a few words. I'm not allowed to touch my piano for the rest of the day. He called my parents and they told me to go straight home. You couldn't have left me alone, could you? Wait, he's getting angry at me? I was just trying to take care of him. I'm an athlete. I take health issues seriously. He starts glaring. He keeps glaring at me, except this time I make sure not to back down. If the doctor wanted him to abstain from practicing from the rest of the day, then I'm sure it can't have been nothing. Eventually, Jun backs down. He leans against the wall, crossing his arms and looking down at the floor. I guess you're right.
It's not fair that I blame you for it.
What are you going to do now?
What's there for me to do? I have to go home now. My parents won't be home for a couple hours yet, so I'll just have to wait for them to alone with nothing better to do.
What do you usually do to pass time? He looks me in the eye.
Piano.
Oh. He leans back against the wall again, nodding with his eyes closed.
Guess I'll just go to sleep and wait for time to pass. Don't you have some games that you can play? I've already played all the ones I have. Over and over. There isn't really much left for me to do with my gaming system. It's really old, too.
Do you actually have to go home? Won't your parents be satisfied if you just leave school and avoid playing the piano?
No. They want me somewhere where they can keep an eye on me.
It's too bad. I was hoping we could hang out.
You want to spend the day with me? Wait, why aren't you going to practice?
I hold back a snicker. It took you this long to notice it. Geez, you really need to be a little more aware of your surroundings, Jun. I chuckle. Before I even notice it, I'm petting Jun's head. My sudden touch catches him by surprise and he freezes. Honestly, I surprised myself too. I stop moving my hand, though I don't take it off his head. This feels pleasant somehow. As if he's this cute little thing I want to protect. My reaction to move away is delayed by a few seconds. I'm left scratching my cheek, looking away in embarrassment. Sorry, I didn't think. I look at him with a corner of my eye, bless you peripheral vision, and see Jun with his eyes glued to the floor.
It's fine, I don't mind.
We just stand there in silence. Crap, the mood is too awkward.
Why didn't you go to practice?
They seem to be fumigating our court today, so practice had to be canceled.
I see.
I can't think of anything to say. Think, damn it.
I look over to see Jun, who's standing stiff, fiddling with his fingers. Do you want to come over to my house? Huh? You said you wanted to hang out with me, right? Then why not come over to my place?
You'd be okay with that? He looked down at the floor again.
I'd like it if you came.
I can't help but feel a little embarrassed myself. Crap, what am I even being so conscious for? Alright then, don't mind if I do.
Well, let's get going then.
He starts walking ahead in excitement. His constant mood whiplash is starting to give me neck pain. Well, it really doesn't matter. At least I can keep him company right now. I don't know why, but I just feel as if I shouldn't let him be alone right now. Take a long walk filled with silence. What will we reach at the end of that walk? We'll find out in the next episode, and we'll see you on the next one. I don't know why the fuck I'm singing to the song. That's enough of that. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Tennis Ace, and on the next one we'll see what's going on with the rest of this day. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the trained up professional speaking with the voices in my head when I say, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!